Courtesy of teenagers with attitudes.
Greetings from Toy Robot Collections PH. And right before me are two swords, the Megazord and the DragonZord. So the 90s really is a great time to be a child. And I believe the original series of Power Rangers gained a real wide audience. And most of the kids who watch that series are actually grown-ups now and may have the buying capacity to collect these robots. So I did an unboxing of both the Megazord and the DragonZord in separate blogs. And right now, I'm going to do another blog concerning these two robots right before I put them in a display cabinet, because I'm very happy to be able to find a compatible Megazord, as I bought a DragonZord which could not be combined with the black Legacy that I have, even though they were from the same manufacturer, Bandai. So this is what I'm going to attempt tonight. So we have here the Megazord, but in my case, it's a black Megazord Legacy. And then we are going to combine it in any of these two way, right? So combining it with DragonZord, we can have an armored Megazord like this, with the head being the DragonZord head and not the Megazord head. Or another version, this rather having the chest piece of the, what do you call that, of the DragonZord, and the tail and some breastplate of the DragonZord becoming the what do you call this, a staff, right, or a spear, becoming the spear. And then another version of the Megazord wearing the DragonZord, but the breastplate being used now is that of the Megazord and not the DragonZord. So I will try, because I have to look into the complex manual and understand how to put them together. So I hope I become successful, but I think the easiest way really to combine is this portion, because this model is, because you just need to put the DragonZord part on top of the Megazord. So we'll see. So I think the first step that we need to do is actually to remove the hand pieces, which is this. You detach them from the DragonZord hand. And then we can also remove the tail. So I'll try removing the tail. Right? And this one, which is the breastplate. So we can actually remove it as well. And then, yeah, so you see. So you now have this kind of a clunky skeleton of the DragonZord. So this head, we can, actually this is the head of the DragonZord that we are going to place on top of the Megazord. So again, the easiest way, I guess, or the easiest transformation is this mode number 2. This one. So for the Megazord, we need to, of course, detach the accessories. The Mastodon head, we can just keep it somewhere safe, perhaps in the box. And then, of course, we also need to remove the sword. And And we need to make the Megazord stand upright because it has to carry the weight of the DragonZord. So we make sure that it's stable. And by the way, when you do this, make sure that you are in a flat surface because the last thing that you want to do is for the two robots, which is I think quite expensive, to fall on the floor and then gets broken. Okay? Okay, so looking at the diagram, it shows that you don't need to detach the hands because you are going to put the hands inside, right? Like this one. I guess I put in the wrong hand. So later I'm going to fix that. You put it to be like this. So in a way, it's like it has some missile launcher on the shoulders, right? Like this one. And then you're going to put this on top of the Megazord. So I connected the appropriate hand piece, right? So now both the left and the right shoulders has that kind of feature. It has like a missile. So, making your DragonZord look like this now, you can actually place it on top of the Megazord. So, to fit it, of course, we need to arrange the head, right? So that this piece will fit on the head part, right? So, this is how it should look, right? But, again, to be very safe about it, since the hands are actually detachable, so that you won't have much interference when you put in the feet part, no, you can actually remove the hands first so that you can fit the head part and the shoulder part on top of your Megazord. So I'll do that, and then I'll show you once it's already once I already put the DragonZord on top of the Megazord. So I simply put it on top. So I simply put the DragonZord on top of the Megazord, and it has this formidable look. No? Now, if you notice, this is, except for the colors, it really looks like the picture except for the feet. Because for the feet, you just need to make it look like this so that you have a similar feature with the similar form with the picture. But if you notice, the feet cannot move very well except for up and down motion. So I think it's better if you display it like this. And this is the 360 view of the DragonZord combined with the Megazord. So this is already 8 minutes now. So I think I will call this mode number 2, and I will be leaving for another blog, or putting rather in another blog how to form number 1. But I think we still have time to try to form the sword. So this is the sword part, right? You have here a base so that it can actually stand. So we just put this behind us. Okay, I mean behind, and then this one, right? And we put this on top of the. Okay, we put it, you have here 2 square pieces, so you can put it like this. And then this, and you put the tail part. You insert this to the hole. And you have a neat looking spear, similar to the picture. And hopefully it stands, or perhaps it might not stand well, right? So hopefully it stands. You need to balance it so that it will stand on the it can stand up, right? Or perhaps you just put it or lean it on the dragon sword. But for this particular feature, if you notice, since the dragon sword is in top of the arms, you cannot actually move the arm around. It's static and it's like that, and it's again good for picture taking purposes. So let's have the, and by the way, sorry, I forgot the breastplate. So again, mode 2 is actually the Megazord version, wherein the body of the Megazord is actually prominent, but the head of the dragon sword is the head of the dragon sword is what you can actually see, or what you can look into, right? And then for mode number 1, on the other hand, the body or the chest area is where the dragon sword piece is more prominent, right? And notice that the feet are actually now nearer the thighs or the waist, right? Whereas this mode 2 has the entire body of the Megazord very visible, and then the dragon sword is just on top of the Megazord. But if you notice, the look is really fantastic. It's more mean looking because of the dragon sword head, and the hand missiles launcher rather very shown on the shoulders, right? Whereas the mode 1, if you notice, those missile launchers are not visible because the feet part are actually wraps around the waist at this time. Okay, so again, I'll be showing the combination next time when I find the time. But for now, I hope you enjoy the Dragon Sword combination with, or morphing rather, with the Megazord. So have a great evening, everyone.